Good morning, dudes. How is it going? Today we're taking a look at the game between Invictus Gaming and LGD Gaming for the ESL ONE Frankfurt 2015 qualifiers. I just needed a video, honestly. Like, I could tell you that I'm doing a shoutcast right now for any particular reason, but I just didn't have another video ready for today, so I thought I would just record one of these really quickly. This one actually has some interesting picks though. We've got Nyx Assassin, which, while not unheard of, right, he's not super popular. We got Razor, we got Darkseer, which Darkseer I've not seen in ages. Of course, they have the Enigma Queen of Pain combo there, so that's pretty cute. But Darkseer is crazy. I don't know, weird little fella. I don't personally think he's that great, but either way, it's surprising to see him in a match. Like, I just haven't in a while, so I felt this might be interesting. Anyway, actually, on top of that, I heard that a lot of these Chinese teams seem to be putting on quite interesting matches, right? Like, they have a very different playstyle from the Western scene, I guess, Europe and North America, right? And that has always been the case, where Chinese teams, or I guess the Eastern scene in general, has a very different playstyle from the European and North American scene. And that usually tends to be the other way around though, where the Chinese teams or the Eastern scene, right, tends to farm a lot more. They tend to play slow, or they used to play slow. They used to just kind of sit back and farm forever. Dusa was kind of the hero they were known for. I don't know if that actually hits the magic bush. This right here is the magic bush. I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. Anyway. But point being that right now it appears that the Chinese teams tend to be a lot more aggressive and they have a lot more interesting games. And as a result, they went ahead and picked a game between IG and LGD, two of the best teams right now. I mean, they're absolutely incredible. And I don't see a problem with just grabbing a game of those guys, right? Anyway. Of course, IG is the clear favorite. IG, I would argue, is the clear favorite to win anything right now. At least from what I can tell, they are really, really strong. I mean, they are insanely good. IG have been insanely good forever. They actually won the last ESL ONE in Frankfurt, and they did that in a marvelous fashion. I don't know if any of you remember, but they had that one game where they drafted Kunka and I believe Sven, something like that. They just put on like the craziest roaming strategy, and it was really, really cool to see. Then they had a Tiny, and I think they won 20-0 in like 20 minutes, right? They got a kill a minute, never lost a hero, and in the end just cleaned it out so smoothly. It was amazing. Oh well, enough of that. We've got IG with the Troll Warlord. Of course, we got the Lena, Nyx Assassin in the mid, Tree and Protector, just kind of doing the usual Tree and Protector shit, which is roaming around and being a cunt, and Barafoom up top. Barafoom is gonna suffer a lot against the Darkseer, but I think if you're gonna put a hero into this kind of lane, it should actually be the Barafoom. He's got very high starting armor. He's got very high HP, as you can see. He's level 2, he's got 740 HP right now. He's got 5 armor. He can definitely tank some hits. And Darkseer is not a hero that is known for his burst, right? Darkseer is about constant chip damage, and eventually you don't pay attention for a second, and then he comes in and cleans you up. And that doesn't really work against the Spirit Breaker, since he can't just charge away at any point. So, you know, I feel Xeem is gonna end up being fine. Meantime, Chuan actually gets a kill on the Queen of Pain. I'm sorry, I didn't pay attention to that because I didn't think that was possible. Okay, what's going on here? Queen of Pain jumps up here and is stuck in the trees for no good reason. Okay, this is dumb. Why are you up there? Okay, well, there goes maybe. Anyway, maybe, of course, is playing the Queen of Pain here. We've got an Enigma in the jungle. got the Razor in the mid, Rubik currently just roaming around. And actually, Yao up top on the Darkseer gonna fall. Oh, actually managed to get that kill. Ferrari coming in, of course, with the big haste rune. Yeah, that's a pretty easy pick off, I would say. And they'll take that. They'll take that all day. It's really, really important that the Nyx Assassin does well here. Because if he doesn't, then Sylar is just gonna dominate, right? Razor is actually a hero I personally think does super well against Troll Warlord. There aren't many of those, right? But Troll Warlord, while he is insanely powerful, he's got a certain playstyle. And that is, I'm not really gonna build that much damage. I'm just gonna slow you down, I'm gonna make sure I'm fast, and then you won't be able to get away from me. And I just hit you very often, right? It's more along the lines of, you know, 1,000 paper cuts, right? Like, it's just gonna be, what do you call that? Shit. Oh well, there's this one saying, but I forgot about it. Point being, Troll Warlord, it's not really about like huge amounts of damage on each hit, but just a lot of hits. Now that doesn't really work against Razor though, right? Because if you suddenly don't deal any damage at all thanks to the static link, well, it doesn't matter how often you attack, right? Because it's still 0. He's just gonna sit there and slow and stun people and that's it. He won't be able to do anything else. And that's why I really like Razor against Troll, right? I think Razor actually has great potential while going up against that hero. At the same time, Razor needs to do well to do that, because he needs to be tanky. If he isn't tanky, he can't just sit in the middle and drain everybody's drain the Troll's damage, because he's just gonna die if he does that. Oh, MMY gonna be picked off right here. Yeah. Xi takes it. They might actually try to turn this around on Sylar. They do have a slow, they do have a stun too. Another stun, and that's gonna be a kill on the Razor. Treant probably gonna be the one to take that. Nah, Spirit Breaker gets the bash, and down goes the Razor. Yep, they're being very active already, and this is going pretty well. Of course, Spirit Breaker is just such a powerful hero. I actually really, really like Spirit Breaker. I think Spirit Breaker is one of the best heroes in the game right now. His ganking potential is second to none, right? Nobody is better at securing easy kills than a Spirit Breaker is. And that's just so valuable, because it gets you ahead a tiny bit, right? And then you can accelerate that tiny bit into like just huge amounts of money and gold and map control. And in general, if you are ahead with a Spirit Breaker, you're gonna be able to get even more ahead, because now you got vision, right? And you can keep charging and charging and charging. Now, there's one thing I don't like about the Spirit Breaker though, and that is he is a very snowbally hero, right? If you don't do well on the Spirit Breaker, you won't be doing much of anything, honestly. He's just gonna blow a lot of dicks and go hide in a corner of shame. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Anyway, LGD swapping up the lanes now. Maybe he's up top, and we got the Darkseer at the bottom. Razor still sitting mid. So something that's interesting about LGD's team is that they don't actually have any traditional right-click carries, right? They don't have a Phantom Assassin, they don't have an Anti-Mage. Which, by the way, I think Anti-Mage would have been pretty good here, but whatever. They don't have an Anti-Mage, they don't have Faceless Void, they don't have any of that. Instead, they have a lot of boost, and they have a lot of combo potential, right? They got the Darkseer, Enigma, Queen of Pain combo, which we already addressed. They got Razor, who is not exactly a carry. He's more of an anti-carry, right? He takes your opponent's carry and makes him useless. And then he does deal quite a bit of damage himself through making him useless. But he himself doesn't actually carry that hard. He just makes sure that your carry doesn't carry at all, and then his okayish carrying takes over. So that's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out, right? On the other side, a very traditional lineup, right? We got a Troll Warlord, straight up right clicker. We got the Nyx Assassin and the Barathum, and actually the Treant Protector as well for the initiation. Treant Protector more of like the healing support, while Lena's being more of the stunning and boosting support. This is about as cookie cutter as it gets, right? There's not much that's interesting about this lineup, but that doesn't mean it's bad, right? It's actually a fantastic lineup. I really, really like it. I think the Nyx is super nice here because he's very good at canceling black holes and turning around damage on the Queen of Pain and stunning the Darkseer. Like, all of these things actually is really good against Razor too. The Spike Carapace is going to be a huge issue. Because, let's say, Enigma casts Black Hole. But Enigma waited for the Nyx to use his stun. Enigma waited for everybody to use their stuns. Well, Nyx Assassin activates the Spike Carapace and just runs into the Black Hole. Enigma's gonna get stunned out of it immediately. Oh, yeah. We got the Troll Warlord ultimate active, but I think... See, oh, nice bash at the last second. Got kind of lucky there, but, you know, a kill is a kill. Nobody cares if it's lucky. As long as you get the kill. As long as somebody dies, like, doesn't really matter that much. So I really love that Nyx Assassin pickup. Honestly, I think it's fantastic. It creates such a huge issue for LGD. Like, they have to find a way around him, and honestly, the Orchid on the Queen of Pain, which I hope is coming up eventually, right, is gonna be the way around it. That's the item they are looking for, but she isn't doing well. She's got 25 last hits at 8 minutes. Did she die? Yes, she died once. This just isn't great, right? Maybe he doesn't have a lot. His Orchid is gonna take a while. And as a result, she won't really have the biggest impact. And honestly, right now, everybody on LGD is kind of struggling to find any sort of money, to find any sort of farm. And that's gonna be tough. Right, Enigma is leading, but Enigma is Enigma. Enigma's probably the fastest jungler in the game. Enigma better fucking be leading. Right, if we take a look at net worth, of course, he's not ahead in there, because Troll Warlord is doing really well at the bottom. I mean, he's just farming his ass off. And I'm actually kind of surprised that the Razor is ahead in general. He died once, like or is ahead of the Enigma. I think that's actually kind of weird. He died once. I guess he managed his gold pretty well. You know, spent it all before dying, so he didn't lose much. But, you know, for the time being, LGD is just gonna sit and wait for the opportunity, I think. That's actually like the interesting thing about this kind of lineup. You might believe that, oh, right, okay, they are looking to be super aggressive. They are looking to be really, really, you know, into the face of IG. They're gonna try to push down some towers. They're gonna try to win the game very early. And while that's true, and you're definitely gonna see LGD become aggressive soon enough, at the same time, they don't have to be super aggressive, right? They are not looking to win at 20 minutes. They're not looking to win at 15 minutes. They're looking to win at 30, 35. Because those heroes, Enigma, Queen of Pain, Razor, they all need some core items, right? They need some items to really make the hero work. Without those, they're just not really gonna get far. And as a result, I think they don't mind that they are losing the early game a bit all that much. Because they know that IG isn't really looking to finish at 30 minutes. Right? They are okay with the game lasting a bit longer than that. 40 minutes sounds like a good timing for burning. And while Troll Warlord, yes, he's notorious, right? He's known for taking the game and just stomping it into the ground at 25 minutes in. At the same time, that's not always true. Right, at the same time, he can just win against the Deucer in the late game. That's a possibility with this hero, as silly as that is. So, it's gonna be interesting to see how this actually plays out for both teams. Because if LGD, of course, like they continue on with the current playstyle and they try to get to that mark where they have all of their core items and then start pushing, then, you know, they are gonna get strong and they are gonna be able to put on quite a fight, I think. At the same time, they can't take it too slow. And as you can see, they're now actually looking to push down this tower. They're actually looking to get something done here. They've got everybody, no, everybody at the bottom, I think. Yep, that's everybody. Oh, Silas gonna end up leaving. Okay, here's he going. Mid again. Seems reasonable to me. But they're looking to get something done, right? They're gonna push down this tower. They got 4 heroes down here still. And actually, no. Nope, they're going top. Okay. Protecting their own, I suppose. Oh, burning, going in on maybe. Dealing a lot of damage already, but a Black Howl turns it around. That was a weird sound I made. I'm sorry. Black Howl turns it around. No, that was really well done. Maybe. Seeing that, okay, while I'm locked down, I can still cast spells, I can still deal a lot of damage, there's no need for me to be afraid. Oh my god, Ferrari and C. Look at these fuckers going in deep. They're gonna get the Queen of Pain. Ferrari cancelled out of the TP. Yeah, they're gonna get that nukes. Barafoom will end up being fine, but I don't know if that's worth it. I really don't. Like, that seems a bit, right? Because they are ahead, and you know, like, you don't, even the tiniest trade like that is not in your favor. But at the same time, I think they're still doing fine, right? I think they're still doing fine. Actually, Queen of Pain is going for Staff of Wizardry. Huh, that's interesting. So what could that be? That could be an Aghanim's, that could be a Force Staff, that could be a Necrobook, that could be a Rod of Atos, that could be a Yules, that could be a Dagon. Is that it? That's a lot of items that you can build with a Staff of Wizardry. Holy hell. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. That's interesting. I'm expecting a Yules, to be honest. Like, that's the only one that makes sense to me. Could be Aghanim's too, but in that case, I don't know why you would start with the Staff of Wizardry. Like, that just doesn't seem reasonable. So it's a little weird. But probably gonna end up being a Yules. Could be a Dagon. I mean, I already got, like, Null Talisman Staff of Wizardry, but I really don't like that at all. I think that's a terrible choice here, and they shouldn't do it. Oh, burning! He's actually spotted out. Yeah. It's gonna be slowed down right here, but I don't think they're gonna catch him. Even though he's slow, he's still running faster than most of them, so that's not really that, you know. Oh no, it's not really that significant, because he's still so fucking fast. Okay. Both teams kind of scouting out the Roshan pit. They're looking to, you know, at least make sure that the others don't get it. But neither team is willing to commit. Tower is getting pushed down right now. You've got a lot of fighting potential from IG though. And if, look, since everybody's down here, they might as well go for it. Right? They might as well fight this, but Troll Warlord right now is just kind of killing Ancients, so it doesn't seem like he's too interested. Well, that tower's gonna fall now. If they wanted to go in, they should have done so a while ago. Yeah. And Troll, he's just continuing with his farm. And that's probably the right call. You know what, that tower, let it die. It's just not that important. We're still even on towers. Let's just make sure that the Troll gets some money. Right, let's get him his Yasha. Let's get him his BKB. As long as he has those, I feel we're gonna be in a pretty good spot and we don't have much to worry about. As you can see, yeah, he's got his Yasha now. I wonder if he goes for the Sancient Yasha next or he just builds a BKB. He's gonna need the BKB this game. There's not much of a question about it. There's just too much disable on LGD's side, right? There's usually as a troll you like to run into a fight carelessly and just beat people up. And against LGD's team, that's not gonna happen. If you are careless against them, you will die. So you need to get a BKB here, I think. Mid tower is gonna fall, but it seems they are content with trading. Oh, actually, see. Kind of left behind. A little bit of a late reaction, but at the same time he's Barafoom, so he's just gonna be able to charge out and gonna be fine. Gonna be fine. Nothing to worry about. Turns out that was actually just one TP from Sala. I think I could have killed them, honestly, but there were 2 TPs that started, right? So one of them was cancelled, and then that makes it a bit more difficult. Sylar going for a bit of a weird item build too. Honestly, I haven't seen Razor in a while, so I'm not quite sure what you would even build on him. What is that helmet, by the way? It looks kind of fancy. Genuine golden severing crest. Huh. It's probably worth like 10 billion euros or some shit like that. Anyway. But, oh, we got a charge on, maybe. That's gonna be tough. Ah, they're gonna get him though. Yeah. At the same time, it's not really that difficult because Barrowfoot deals a lot of damage. Holy shit, that hero hurts. Again, I really like Barrowfoot. It's just so easy to do well with him. He's gonna go mid now. He's everywhere. He's not afraid. Where's he actually going? Wait, who's he charging? Oh, nobody, it appears. Oh well. Troll, in the meantime, he almost has Roshan. Idon's gonna come in to scout it out. I think he should be able to get this. Yeah, he got it. Sweet. And he's got team support as well. Treant Protector actually going in. He's got his Blink Dagger. This guy is pretty fun. Wow. Blink Dagger already. I like that, by the way. A lot of Treants recently have been going for the Aghanims first. And while I think the Aghanims is very powerful, right? Don't get me wrong. You should definitely try to get an Aghanims on the Treant. Look, the Blink Dagger is better. Early on, just make sure you get a nice ultimate, right? Like, the Aghanims is gonna be useful at any stage of the game. But if you put the Blink Dagger on hold, you just can't do that much early on. So try to get the Blink Dagger. It's gonna be more likely that you're gonna be useful in the fight, which just makes it more likely you're gonna get a kill, or at the very least end up surviving, which means you get a lot of money just through that. Which then in return means that your Aghanims is gonna come faster. And honestly, I don't know, I'm just not very happy with the trend of just skipping the Blink. I think Blink is very, very powerful on that hero. Anyway, they take Nyx Assassin right here. Sweet. I can't pronounce hero, can I? Like, I'm really bad at that. Like, I always say hero. Hero. It's a weird word there. Like, it's lends itself to just, you know. I don't know if that makes any sense. No, well. So, LGD, they're looking to push now. This is actually really interesting. This is a very 6.81 style strat. Where they are very aggressive early on, they got a strong lineup, and maybe did actually go for the Necrobox. That's weird, I would argue. It's good against the Nyx, I suppose, right? Oh, Barrowfoot coming in. Big stun! 4 people, Treant Protector. Nice ultimate. That's gonna be 2 people dead already. 3 Laguna Blade finishes off the Darkseer. And now all that's left to do is chase down Sylar. We got Burning already hoping to get that Sange proc. But he doesn't need it. Actually, he doesn't have a Sange. But they still don't need it. They still don't need it. Spirit Breaker comes in, charges him down. That's a 4-4-0. That is about worst case scenario. That is really, really, really bad for them. And yeah, IG is looking very strong now. Troll kind of drowning in money at this point, honestly. If he's going for Sentient Yasha, I would like to see him finish it up right now. But again, I don't expect to see a Sentient Yasha here. I think he'll get the BKB first, right? And that seems very reasonable to me. Honestly, I think this game is such a clear BKB game that even going for something along the lines of Escalating and Sange it doesn't really do the same thing, right? You need to be able to just run in and do silly things. Now, at the same time, this is gonna be a bit more difficult to, you know, judge whether or not he's actually gonna get that item, because he just had a great fight where he got to do whatever the fuck he wanted to do without actually having a BKB, right? He didn't need it, but there we go. Okay, he's got it. That's good. That's the smart choice here. That's the right item. He's probably gonna drop the Basilis. No, the Quelling Blade. Now that's surprising. Usually people like to keep the Quelling Blade for a long time. Okay, he just took the Necrobook damage. He still has an Aegis though. Keep that in mind. That tower is gonna go down though. Yeah, LGD, look at that. They are so aggressive. But they know that they can be. Even though they just lost the fight, you always have to keep in mind what kind of heroes they are playing. Heroes. They are playing. Right? They got people like Razor. Razor doesn't need a lot. Like, he's gonna have his BKB in a bit, and that's gonna be a scary guy. Like, he's gonna sit here and destroy everything just with those few items, and that's just how it goes. Some characters need more, and some characters need less money to do the same thing. Now, at the same time, right, a hero that needs more money tends to become more powerful later on, right? Like, if you then give them even more money, all of a sudden they're super fucking powerful. Like Adusa, for example, she needs like 3 items to come online. But once she has those, you're like, oh shit, oh my god, we are dead, right? Like, it goes from, she doesn't really do anything, to, oh my god, we just lost the fucking game. Razor is not that. But Razor goes from, he has nothing, to, oh my god, shit, that guy is scary, to, okay, I think we can't just kill him. Right? So, and I think LGD has a lot of those heroes. Like, they have Enigma. Though Enigma is a bit of an exception, because this guy is, like, always useful. Because of the ultimate, right? But they got Darkseer, they got Queen of Pain. Like, while being very powerful, Queen of Pain is still not the most amazing late game hero, right? And she's very powerful early on. So, honestly, all you have to do is just kind of apply some pressure while you see your team at the peak. And hopefully that's gonna be enough to win you the game. Of course, there's no guarantee, but you might as well try, right? Like, if you don't try, why even bother playing in the first place? Barafum, he's got himself a Hand of Midas. Interesting choice. I don't actually have any problem with that at all. He's level 13, which is very high. If we take a look at overall hero levels, he's actually the 2nd highest in the game. He has not died yet. He's got a lot of money. His net worth is the 3rd highest in the game. And he's still, like, very much on the way to his BKB, which I assume is what all that money is going to end up being. That I don't like, by the way. He just used his Hand of Midas on that tiny creep. Never use it on the ranged creep. First of all, ranged creep gives you more gold if you kill it manually. Secondly, the ranged creep gives you less experience. So it's like, in every scenario, worse to kill a ranged creep with the Hand of Midas than it is to kill a mini creep. Of course, you still want to kill a jungle creep if at all possible. But that was just bad. Like, that's idiotic. That makes no sense, right? If you got the choice between a ranged and a mini creep, there's literally no argument to be made for killing the ranged creep. None. It's just stupid. So. Oh well. Spirit Breaker now got his BKB. What is Lena up to? Got a Yules. Of course, Tree and Protector. You see this? This is what I was talking about. Right, you get the Blink Dagger. All of a sudden you're able to fight. You're able to survive fights and you get good ultimates. And then your Aghanim's is gonna come like it's nothing, right? You're just gonna get it so easily. We got the Senshin Yasha down on Burning if he wants it. I'm not really sure if he does, but if he wants it, he can have it. Oh, Barafum going in big time. Oh, you can activate that by charging. I didn't know that. Maybe gonna be picked off right away. Tree and Protector's ultimate is stolen, so Xi just kind of sitting there. And he's actually gonna be turned around on. Oh, that was well done. Really well done. Now, at the same time, that was a 2-on-4. They deserved that. Right, that's their own fucking fault. But, hey, they still got 2 kills. And they still did pretty well. So there's not much else to be said about it. Lost the Queen of Pain, though. Poor Queen of Pain. She's just not doing well. I feel for her. I really do. It just sucks. But what can you do? Like, some games, you just get singled out. Okay, I recently played a game as Barafum, which didn't end up being that great of a game. Like, it wasn't... Like, it was kind of fun at first, and it was kind of not that fun. So I didn't upload it. But point being, I played a game as Barafum. And my sole goal that game was to fuck over the opponent's sniper. I killed that motherfucker like 12 times that game. At the end of it, I believe he was like 2 and 18. I fucked him up so bad that he just didn't have shit at any point during the game. He was just doing horribly. And that's just like... But that wasn't his fault. Right? That's what you have to keep in mind. Because I sacrificed ganking everybody else in favor of just ganking him. Over and over and over again. And that's not his fault. Or there wasn't anything he could have done to change that. He just got fucked. And I feel like that's how maybe feels. Right? Maybe it's like, okay, I'm really trying here. But these guys just don't like me. Like, they don't want me to do anything. They keep shutting me down. What can I do? What can I do about this, right? And that just stinks, man. That's just shitty. That's how it is. Ferrari goes in on Sylar. Troll Warlord follow up. And down he goes. Big black hole. Actually, not that big. Faith turns it around. Nice route. It seems we only lost the Razor so far. MMY might be next in line. C chasing him down. Gets the kill. It's gonna go on Yao. Meantime, Burning taking on Xiao 8 on that Enigma. Charge on to the Darkseer right here. Yao falling. Of course, he's got the Surge. No, he doesn't. Out of mana, taken down. That's a team wipe. 5-4-0. That's about as bad as it gets. It's almost as bad as the fight recap, which is still the worst thing to have ever been made. Oh, Blink Dagger on Burning, by the way. I like that. As you can see, it came in really handy right here. And IG does have a lot of initiation, where they have 3 Unprotected. Nyx Assassin with his Blink Dagger, by the way. They have Barathum. Even Lena is gonna get a Blink Dagger eventually. They have so many heroes that can go in. And then, if you as the carry can't follow up on that, then you're just fucking up, man. So, having the Blink Dagger on the Troll right here, I think is a great choice. Like, that is really, really good. Ferrari, by the way, he's going for a Vitality booster. I wonder what that's gonna end up being. It could be a Heart. It could be a Crimson Guard. Or a Vanguard, I suppose. Or it could be... It could be a Bloodstone, actually. Could also be a Rod of Atos. Turns out it's a Force Staff and a casual Vitality booster. I don't really understand that, but... Fuck me, that doesn't seem terrible. Like, while I don't get why exactly you would do this, I can also get, like, the idea there, which is, fuck me, I don't want to die. Like, I'm just gonna get a Vitality booster, fuck everything else. What I don't like about it is that you don't really have anything that you can build it into. But I guess a Rod of Atos isn't too bad. Right, Rod of Atos is a solid item, you can't really go wrong with that. I don't know. By the way, Barathum seems to be charging somebody again. Oh my god, see, you need to stop with that. Look at him! Look at him, they hate maybe so much. And he's gonna try to TP out. Gonna be able to do that. Beautiful, actually. Wow, that was so risky, but it ended up working out great. And they're actually gonna go for Sylar. Stun. Nope, nope. Wanted the ultimate damage, and fucked it up, but they're gonna get him anyway. That was slightly awkward. That was actually, like, absolutely beautiful by Xi, by the way. I really liked that play. That was so risky. And it was one of those plays where... If he had fucked it up, I would have been like, yeah, Xi, I don't know what the fuck you were thinking. Right? But he didn't. He did it great. Everything worked out exactly as he imagined it. And in that case, it's a beautiful play. Honestly, like, there's only a very small difference between insanity and genius. Right? You can either be a complete fucking idiot or a genius, and all it takes for you is to just take one step to the right or one step to the left. And I think Xi took the right step right here. Which I don't know if that's the step to the right or the left. I'm not really quite sure. Could also be a step forward. Nah. I wouldn't go backwards, though. That doesn't seem like the right step, honestly. Oh well. Well, Burning, he's got 5k. I don't know why. You should really buy something with that. This, by the way, is just stupid. Like the whole, hey, I'm gonna save up infinite money. Because I can. No, that's idiotic, don't. Just really, just don't. Why? What's the point? Right. Oh, he just bought something. What is it? Scotty? Yeah, it's gonna end up being a Scotty. I don't even know what he's gonna drop there. Likely the edges, I suppose? Is it gonna run out here? Well, he doesn't have anything he can drop, though. Like, he's just buying the Scotty. Gonna drop the Helm of the Dominator for the time being. I guess that makes sense. He's likely gonna pick that back up once he gets his edges to run out. So that seems pretty reasonable. Yeah, he's got 2 minutes on that. Something I actually didn't know is that you get to keep the creep if you don't have the helm equipped. You just need to own the helm. That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. Alright, that's kind of cute. So, no, why not? By the way, in case you're curious, like, why is he doing this? Why is there this Alpha Wolf chasing him down? He simply right-clicked the Alpha Wolf on himself. So the Alpha Wolf always, you know, follows him around. This creep has an insane aura, which gives 30% damage increase. Right, 30%, that's a lot. Currently, Troll is out of radius for it, so he deals... Yeah, you saw it right there. It added like 50 damage. Like, he had plus 48, now he has plus 97. That's 49 bonus damage. That's a lot. That is definitely not insignificant, especially on a hero that attacks as fast as a Troll Warlord. So, it's a powerful aura, and, you know, you don't really need to micro. You just put the creep on yourself and it's gonna chase you around. Meantime, we got a fight up here. See, turns it around immediately on Sylar. The Darkseer currently up in the air. Oh, the US purchased the Surge. Yeah, I guess that's kind of expected, honestly. IG is just destroying LGD here. I don't think LGD can make this comeback happen. It just seems out of control. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, they do have Enigma. That's something I think is always very important to keep in mind, right? If a team has an Enigma, the game is not over. Right? I don't care what you tell me. I don't care how shitty it's looking for LGD. The game is not over. The game is only over when it's actually over. Being the throne is dead. Right? If the throne isn't dead, it's not over. It's just not. Because Enigma can always get a 5-man Black Hole. And if you have enough damage, which you should, which they do, no, LGD can totally make this happen. Imagine they get a 5-man team wipe right now. It would be right back into it. That's not even a question. That's just a fact. It would just be right back into it. And that's really nasty. By the way, I love that Trian has those Aghanims now. You see? This works out great. Like, Aghanims, very, very good ability. Just don't rush it. That's pointless. Oh, MMY. MMY. By the way, did you see what MMY is doing here? He stole the Trian ultimate. Well, the Aghanims upgrade. The Ice and the Forest. So he actually got some of those down. But he doesn't have any more. It seems they vanish as he loses the ability. Didn't know that. Burning, meantime, is going on Sylar. Yeah, it does deal quite a bit of damage. I don't think that's gonna be enough if he chases him like this. But meantime, Xi gonna go on Yao. Yeah, they take down the Darkseer instead. Currently, everybody's dead on LGD's side. And I think we're gonna see just a quick tower into a quick barracks. Or maybe IG just keeps fucking around. You know what? I support the fucking around. That seems like a pretty decent idea. But yeah. Oh. I'm gonna go on Sylar right here. I don't know what he's doing that far up front. Yeah, you deserve that. That's just silly. I'll burn him. He's actually not got his BKB ready. He does not have an Aegis. So if you want to go for him, you need to go now. But Ferrari doesn't want any of that. Turns it around on maybe. Ton of damage coming out from the W. Xi, meantime, taking down MMY. Yeah, that's just not even nice anymore. And Xiao 8, well, he's positioned himself nicely, and Spirit Breaker is gonna have to run through that W. Midnight Pulse takes him down. That's actually a pretty valuable kill. Right? But then also used the buyback on the Razor. So I suppose in the end that didn't work out for LGD at all. They still have Black Hole. They still have all of their ultimates. And as you can see, I think they're gonna just mount the push here. They're just gonna say fuck it. Right? Like if the Barathum has buyback, then he has buyback. That's just how it is. And he does have buyback ready, by the way. But if he has it, then he has it. Fuck me. Like, we can't do anything about that. If he doesn't, then right now is the only opportunity we're ever gonna get to win this game. Well, doesn't seem like they're actually gonna go for it though. Ferrari in the meantime just building the old Bloodstone or some shit like that. I don't even know, but I don't think he actually cares. I think he just got that vitality booster as like, really, it's just casual HP and he's gonna build like a heart eventually or some shit like that. This right here will likely end up being a sheepstick. Or yours could really be both. I think both is absolutely fine. Oh, TP boots now. Yeah, this just doesn't make any sense. I mean, Ferrari just has stopped giving fucks. He's just buying whatever now. Burning in the meantime. Pounding into Sila. Oh, nice. That cancels Blink Dagger, but that's still not gonna be enough. There we go. Going in. Not gonna be... No, that's just not gonna get it done. Look at that. He's still carrying around that casual Yasha. It's weird to me. Like, I think you should really upgrade that, but oh well. Maybe. Turned around on. Tried to get something done, but that's just not gonna happen. And I think that's gonna be the end of the game here. Like, I just don't see LGD making this happen. It's kind of boring, honestly. That wasn't the greatest of games. Yeah, IG just completely overwhelmed them. They never had a chance at this. It's a shame, though, because they had such an interesting strategy, right? They tried to make something new work. Well, actually, no. They tried to make something old work, right? And it just doesn't. It's always a bit unfortunate. We're like, damn it. You know... Like, you always want people to try new things. But if every time they do, they fail horribly, then eventually they're gonna stop, right? And that's just kind of shitty. And that just sucks, honestly. Oh well. Yeah, poor little guy. Or poor little guys, I suppose. Aghanim stun on the Lena. Oh, that hurts so bad. Meantime, Rubik actually gets a kill on the Nyx assassin. What the hell? I don't even... Wait, what? Okay. Well, it seems they just got a kill on the Nyx, which... That is a lot of money. It's even another 900, just because of the gem. Well, you know. Shouldn't buy casual hard. Oh wait, he dropped it! I don't get this. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me. Oh well. Barathrum now got a Soul Cuirass. We got a Treant, of course. He's got a new gem. Got the Troll Warlord. Plenty of money to finish up the Ancient Yasha. I'm just saying. I wouldn't recommend dropping the Yasha if I'm completely honest. I think that seems a bit silly. But at the same time, like, he kind of wants to build damage now, right? He could go for a Manta Star, I suppose. I don't know if that's any good. I think he should just finish up the Ancient Yasha. I think this is so silly. I mean, just fucking do it. I suppose he wants to keep buyback. Just for the worst case scenario. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's reasonable. Like, he doesn't really need the Ancient Yasha, and buyback would be neat. If he needs it. Right, like, it's one of those things where we don't think he's gonna need it. Like, it's very unlikely that he will end up needing buyback. But what if? Right? What if? What if he needs buyback and he doesn't have it? Well, shit. So, yeah. Anyway, Roshan's gonna get murdered right here. He's actually gonna end up dropping the Yasha. I can't believe that. Oh no, he just drops the Yasha so he gets the Quelling Blade. But it doesn't work against Roshan, does it? No, does it work against Roshan? Remember that not working against Roshan. Maybe it does. It appears so. Maybe he just misclicked. Nope. Nope, that was a very deliberate choice. Oh, interesting. I remember that not working against Roshan, but maybe they changed it. It's, you know, it's actually kind of difficult for me because I've seen so many patches that I just confuse some of them. Right? It's just like, oh. Oh, you can't do that anymore. Huh. Oh, you can't do that now? I remember back in my day, you weren't allowed to buy a Quelling Blade on Kunkka. And now you can just do that. Oh. Oh well. I remember you weren't allowed to buy a Blink Dagger on Vengeful Spirit or Potch. But now you can just do that. Oh well. I guess so. Actually, I don't mind any of those things. I think they should be that way. Right, I don't see why a certain hero shouldn't be allowed to buy a certain item. I think it's stupid that Troll isn't allowed to buy a Basher. I think Troll should be allowed to buy a Basher. He just shouldn't get the passive bash, right? Or it should override his passive bash. Mostly. But that's just not how it is. So yeah. By the way, I like what Burning is doing. He's just casually using the Satanic to heal up whenever he's not at full HP. That's something not a lot of players do. Like, they think that using the Satanic is such like, it's like a holy act and you need to wait for the right moment. Fuck that. It's got a 30-second cooldown. Just fucking go for it. But it's really not a big deal. Just use it. Like, he just used it and he's gonna have it ready for the next fight. So what's the problem? What's the fucking problem? I don't know what he's farming for though. Because this doesn't make any sense. Because at this point, there's no item he needs to get. They can't just finish it. On top of that, he can't just buy whatever item he wants. Like, it doesn't really matter what he wants, he can't just buy it. Oh, they're gonna find the Rubik. Actually, they're gonna find Sylar instead. Want to make sure that guy doesn't do anything, and down he goes. Laguna Blade finishes him off right away. Yep, that's Sylar dead. A gem on the ground, seems nobody's willing to pick that up, and we're gonna see a push here. Maybe not. Midnight Pulse is just annoying. Nah. IG is gonna finish the game right now. They're done with this bullshit. I still don't understand this. He should just play Ascension Yasha. Oh well. MMY. Kind of sitting here. Not really doing much. Oh wow. Ferrari. But he does have the cheese. So that's just pointless. That did nothing. Literally nothing. So great work, everybody. What's on the career? Is that a refresher? Please tell me it's a refresher. Oh, it is. Look at that. Isn't that fancy? Double ultimate on that. Barafu. Double ultimate, double charge. IG just can't get into that base. Just can't do it. Maybe they should really just drop the Yasha on the troll. Get yourself some crits. Right? Or MKB or something. I just fucking kill him. When, yeah, eventually you gotta man up. I feel they aren't doing that right now. But, oh well. Burning is so tanky and so difficult to kill, but he doesn't really deal any damage. I don't know, I really actually don't like both Skadi and Satanic Control. I think either one is fine. Just get one of them and get some damage. Like, MKB is really good on that guy. Oh, they're gonna find Sylar again. Oh, come on, buddy. Yeah, Yao is dead. That's it, that's game right there. I don't know what they were thinking, but nope, that's it. Yeah, GG. Down goes the Enigma, down goes everybody. And that's gonna do it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a rating on the video, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody. Wow, Juan didn't die at all. That's crazy.